Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Now? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Ah, so sorry about it, man. You guys can hear me now, yeah? By the way, guys, actually, right, my view here is actually delayed. So you guys would probably answer me like a few seconds later after I ask the question. So probably I won't be asking any questions because it will be delayed anyways. So you guys just try to catch up. If you couldn't catch up, you can anytime pull back the bar to hear again. And of course, this video will be live, okay? It will be live and also replayable later. So if you couldn't catch up on any parts, you can watch it back later on. Okay, yeah? Can hear me already, yeah? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. This is like my first time doing YouTube live, so I'm so blur just now. When I just started and the screen wasn't showing anything. So are you guys ready with your notes already? The notes that I told you guys to download. And if you still haven't gotten the PDF yet, it's at my chat box. You guys can see that I have pinned the chat there for you guys. You can just access it through my drive and you can download, or if you want to print it for later also can lah. Hello, hello. Yeah, later it will be replayable, so you guys can just try to listen some parts. If you have any tuitions later on that's clashing with my time, it's okay, you can just leave halfway through and watch it back later on lah. Okay, so I guess I will be sharing this link again to my WhatsApp group, so you guys give me a moment so that the rest of the people can join my live. If your friends are having a tough time coming in, you guys can help me share the link to them as well, yeah? You guys can help me share the link to them. Because just now, the previous link that I sent, I just ended suddenly because it wasn't connecting. And I wanted to restart my YouTube and the whole thing was gone. So yeah. Hold on, yeah. Let me send to everybody. Hello, hello. Oh my god. So sorry about it, man. I had to like send all the link again. So let me just update a little on my Instagram, yeah. If your friends are not joining in because they have problem seeing, please let them know that I have changed the link and I've updated to another one because that just now the one malfunctioned already. So yeah, sorry about that. Please help me tell your friends as well, yeah. Let me update my Insta bio with the correct link. Okay. Hi guys. Are y'all ready? Are you guys ready for the class? I'm gonna be starting shortly with this Kedah Baling paper. So actually, we have covered it if you are in my class. This is actually called Baling, but it's from Kedah one actually. So if you're asking, oh, where got Kedah paper? Actually, it's the Baling set. So you guys have done the paper too probably, but the Kedah Satu, not sure whether you guys have done before or not. But I've kind of roughly looked through the paper one already. It's quite it's quite simple for me lah, because theory wise I'm okay ma. But then for you guys, if you all are not really good with your theory, then it will be a bit struggling to do this kertas satu. Okay, all right. So you guys are ready, yeah? I'm gonna start the class right now. So whoever that haven't came in yet, faster tell them class is starting already. If you come in late later, you miss out some parts. Now, of course, you won't miss out. Later you can replay, but the best is you can, see it live. Okay? All right. So let's begin with our class. So today we're gonna do Kedah Baling set. Now, I understand that there are some of you that are from Form 5 2021, okay, my current Form 5 students. So if you're joining this live, maybe some questions you can't do one, because the questions some are from Form 5 bab 4 until bab 7, which in our usual tuition class, I only cover until bab 3 for you guys. So you try your best to understand, okay? If you can't understand, it's okay. I will prioritize Form 5 2020 first. You have questions to ask me, you can ask me through WhatsApp later on lah, okay? Alright, so let's begin. Now, the first question. First question is saying, maklumat yang berikut adalah berkaitan dengan pengguna penyata kewangan. So, you all need to know what is penyata kewangan, yeah, guys, okay? Penyata kewangan actually is our AKP dan UR and also PKK. So we have dua jenis penyata kewangan. Now, this dua jenis penyata kewangan is used by our inner people, but sometimes it will be by pihak luar. So in our Form 4 chapter, Chapter 1, okay, bab 1, we actually learn of dua jenis pengguna, that is pengguna dalaman dengan pengguna luaran. So dalaman is 3 types, okay, pemilik, okay, pekerja, and as well as pihak pengurusan. Okay, so these are the 3 jenis of pihak dalaman. But if you say luaran, then there's plenty types. Okay, so we will look at the situation now and judge which pihak are those. Okay, so we read the sentence, yeah. They said, penyata kewangan digunakan sebagai rujuk untuk mengetahui prestasi perniagaan bagi membuat keputusan pelaburan. So you guys highlight the word pelaburan. So what is the meaning of pelaburan? You guys need to understand how pelaburan means investment. So definitely, you as a pemilik, you wouldn't want to do pelaburan on your own business. That one is called model already. It's a different case, okay? If you are planning to do pelaburan, means you are outsider, pihak luar. So who are those? You see, the keyword is labor. Okay, keyword is labor. You look at the choices. Siapakah pengguna luaran penyata kewangan yang dimasukkan dalam maklumat di atas? Do you see any keywords that you can find? Labor. I asked you guys to underline already, right? So the answer is C. Answer is C. Pihak pelabur. So it's very simple, because if you say pihak kerajaan, right? Pihak kerajaan will use your penyata kewangan to check your situasi, okay? Not that they will want to invest into you, but investor are called pelabur. That's why, okay? Direct labur, you choose that pihak pelabur. Alright, now second question. Second question is, berikut merupakan ciri kualitatif penyata kewangan. Guys, if you've forgotten what is ciri kualitatif, we got dua jenis, that is asas dengan tertingkat. Okay, asas dengan tertingkat. So far, question 1 and question 2 is from Form 4 bab 1, our first chapter. So, asas tertingkat. What is the differences here? Asas got 3 jenis, tertingkat got 4 jenis. So how you recognize? I'll tell you guys, okay? Tertingkat always will have this one. Keboleh. Then at the back, add on. Okay, so it's either keboleh fahaman, or keboleh bandingan, and so on. So you guys will see the word keboleh as key for your tertingkat jenis. Now for asas wise, then we have relevant lah, okay? And also what else can be trusted, that is from any false fact. So here you can see, right, apakah ciri kualitatif penyata kewangan selain daripada yang dinyatakan di atas. So we do not need to follow all this, okay? It's just a guide to tell you, you have these 4 here, and you need to state out what other types of ciri kualitatif we have, okay, based on asas tertingkat, no matter which one lah, okay? Both also can be chosen. So they give you A, B, C, and D, and the answer is actually ketepatan masa. ketepatan masa. So if you guys revise back to your Form 4 bab 1, right, you guys can see the options are there only. You cannot have more than that. So materiality, ketekalan, and conservatisme is actually not under ciri qualitative. They are from other aspects of your bab 1. So the answer is quite fixed. Now, even though in the ciri qualitative area of your nota, there isn't such thing as ketepatan masa, but there is one word that is similar to it. It's called pemasaan. Okay, so means that we have to follow to the timing and cannot be late. So once you are late, then the whole report is not going to be accurate anymore. So it's also the same as ketepatan masa lah. So the keyword is masa. Okay, the keyword is masa. So this is the second question, just like that. Okay, so first question, second question, all from Form 4 bab 1. From Form 4 bab 1. So I note down for you all, Form 4 bab 1. Now, moving on, we're going to go into the third question. Now, the third question is actually asking for di antara berikut yang manakah merupakan inventory bagi perniagaan kedai perabot Jati Teguh. So, what do we need to know is inventory. What shop are we right now? We are kedai perabot Jati Teguh. So, means we are selling perabot, okay? We are selling perabot. So, this is our inventory. So even though they use the word inventory, I told you guys that you all cannot adjust the amount of inventory, but in this case, they're trying to trick you. So you just remember, what is the meaning of inventory? Our barang niaga. So since barang niaga is the thing that we sell, means we need to look for whatever that's perabot lah. So perabot got a lot of journeys. When you say house furniture, you have major lah, kerusi lah, rak pameran lah, and stuff like that. So you see the choices, yeah? A, B, C, and D. So A is called penghawa dingin. Penghawa dingin is aircon, yeah guys. Aircon is under this ni, lengkapan. It's not a perabot, okay? It's not a perabot. So lengkapan cannot choose. Okay, A is wrong. Second one, rak pameran. Just now I did mention about it, right? So it's your choice already, but you still gotta check whether there's more relevant choices than rak pameran or not. We look everything, okay? So C is machine fax. Machine fax is not machine, yeah? Machine fax is the one you put inside your office. So machine fax is considered as alatan pejabat, and so is computer. So both of them are alatan pejabat. So answer is B, okay? Answer is B, rak pameran. Okay, so question number 3 is done already. Let's move on to our third page. Okay, let's move on to our third page. Now, if you have any questions to ask, you can leave that at the chat box. So I will try to answer you whenever it's presented to me, because as I said, there will be a slight delay over here when I'm doing my live. Okay, so question number 4, yeah. Raja di bawah menunjukkan sebahagian daripada kitaran perakaunan. So can you guys remember your kitaran perakaunan? So we have the peringkat. Now what we have to do is always start from document. But obviously they don't want you to write out the whole kitaran perakaunan. They only want a specific part, which is pelarasan. Next, imbangan duga terselaras. Then what is X over here? So you see the choices that they give you. 1, 2, 3, 4 is no need to memorize one, no need to actually think about it, because they give you 4 choices. Up one is jurnal am, second one is buku tunai. Now we never do jurnal am and buku tunai after pelarasan one, never. Okay, so what choices are you left with? Your choices are 3 and 4. So even though, right, it kind of not fits into your kitaran, because kitaran usually after imbangan duga terselaras, what you do is catatan penutupan first, only to penyata kewangan. But since they give you only these 2 options, then your answer is 3 and 4 already. So 3 and 4, answer is B. Okay, answer is B. So jurnal am and buku tunai, I remember these are buku catatan pertama. They are before pelarasan one, never after of your pelarasan. So let's look at question number 5. Question number 5. Jadual di bawah menunjukkan sistem kod yang digunakan oleh syarikat Fajar Sendirian Berhad untuk membina carta akaun dalam sistem perakaunan berkomputer. Let me tell you guys, okay, this question, if it comes out in your paper 2, is a free mark for you. Please don't ever waste your marks, okay? So here they give you the code, right? No need to memorize one because every question will be different. So their code can change anytime. You just follow according to them, yeah? Like how you say, they wrote here Jenny's account asset is 1000 to 1999. The meaning is the range, okay? Within this range, you can put any number for them. But obviously now it's an ABCD question lah. So you don't have much of a choice. You just need to see which number it starts from. If it's asset, you pick the one that starts from 1. Liability, pick the one that starts from 2. And for belanja is 3, hasil is 4, equity permanent is 5. So this is how you choose your answer. Now, based on what they give you, apakah kod bagi account hutang lapuk terpulih? If you guys can remember, okay, what is hutang lapuk terpulih's classifikasi? You can only choose from these 5 types, okay? A, L, EP, belanja dengan hasil. So what exactly is hutang lapuk terpulih? If you're able to answer me, please leave it at the chat box, okay? So what is hutang lapuk terpulih's classifikasi? Alright, so the answer is hasil. Okay, the answer is hasil. So as a hasil, okay, which choice should I pick? Like hasil, code number is starting from 4, right? So here you have A, B, C, and D. Which one starts from 4? Answer is D. 4090. So you guys, right, don't have to waste your time on actually. You can just pick a number that is the easiest to write. Example, if it's during paper 2, they give you the option like this, right? 4000 to 4999. I usually would just put 4001 because there's no clashing of number. They only want me to answer for one thing. That's why I will put just the first number after 4000. So even if you want to put 4002, 4003 also can, doesn't matter one. Okay, yeah? Alright, so this is our question number 5. Super easy. Let's move on to question number 6. Now, question number 6 is saying, urus niaga manakah yang menyebabkan aset dan equity pemilik perniagaan bertambah? So, asset and EP to increase at the same time, yeah? So, you all need to find an urus niaga that is related to both asset and your EP that is model. You know why? Because model is the positive equity permanent. Now, other than model, okay, also got untung per se, but I don't think that they will want to come up with a untung per se term. So let's look at the choices. So A, B, C, D, these 4 choices, yeah. First one is membeli komputer pejabat menggunakan cek peribadi. So you guys see, yeah, komputer pejabat. Isn't it changed to alatan pejabat? And what is the classifikasi of alatan pejabat, yeah, guys? Okay, computer pejabat. Alatan pejabat is under asset. So I know it's an ABS, but you don't need to waste time writing that out because nobody's gonna look at it, right? So you just know yourself it's an asset. And what about menggunakan cek peribadi? If you use your own check, now as a pemilik, I use my personal money to buy computer for my office. Isn't it membawa masuk already? So even though I'm not exactly bringing in money straight away, but I am bringing in computer that is bought from my own money. So this is what we call modal. This is what we call modal. So you guys see, actually the answer is already floating up. Asset. Model is what? Model is EP. Isn't it both now also positive? So the answer clearly is A already. But I will still go on and explain B, C, D with you guys so that you all understand why is it not an urus niaga that menyebabkan aset dengan equity pemilik bertambah. So answer is A lah, okay? Let's look at B, ya. Bayar account belum bayar dengan check. So if you pay account belum bayar, ABB is a liability. You pay them back, okay? Hutang akan bertambah atau berkurang. This one is quite clear, right? I am paying hutang. If I bayar hutang and it still increases, nobody's gonna pay for hutang anymore, okay? Everybody's gonna avoid it. So now, as I bayar hutang, hutang akan berkurang. Okay, L berkurang, and then check is asset, right? Change to bank one mah. But now, asset also not positive. Asset is negative as well. So you see, does it fit or not? No lah, because the sentence want it to be bertambah, positive. If I do B, B is causing my asset to berkurang, and there's no EP related at all. So B is wrong. Okay, so B is wrong, yeah? Now for C, ambilan tunai perniagaan untuk kegunaan sendiri. So if I take tunai, own use, this is what we call ambilan, right? This is what we call ambilan. So ambilan and also tunai. Tunai is asset, ambilan is EP. Now just nice is the klasifikasi that we wanted, but is it really bertambah? Now I take tunai. How will tunai bertambah, right? Tunai taken out, it will be berkurang. So the answer is negative. And here, ambilan itself is a negative EP. So the answer wrong is not C. Okay, answer is not C. Now moving on for D. Beli berabot secara kredit ya. Berabot is asset. Secara kredit means I buy from an account belum bayar our pembekal. So ABB is what type of klasifikasi? You guys are clear, right? ABB is liability. How does it even relate to our question above? So no. Answer B, C, D is wrong. Only A is correct. Okay, so page number 3, we are done already. So paper 1 actually can be done very quickly if you have all this in your mind. Okay, you have studied well for your theory. But so far, question 1 to 6, right, got not much problem one. It's all super basic, not yet go in depth into theory. So probably the first to the 10th question is all okay, but it mainly from Form 4 chapters. Okay, now let's look at page number 4. Question 7 ya. Maklumat yang berikut menunjukkan petikan buku tunai seorang peniaga. So, buku tunai, what you can record inside is all your tunai dengan bank urus niaga, right? So, here we have the debit and the credit side. You all need to remember, debit side is where money comes in. Credit side is where money goes out. So, we have positive and we also have negative position. Okay, so we have our buku tunai here having a bank and also a tunai. Now, whenever you guys see inside buku tunai written as bank and tunai, right, that one confirm is what? Contra already. You see, they purposely put a tick here so that they don't want to straight away tell you the answer is a contra lah, okay? So, contra. Which type of document can be used? They give you 4 choices here, okay? Memo, geratan cek, slip, wang masuk dengan voucher pembayaran. Now, definitely not memo. Okay, definitely not voucher pembayaran. So why is that? Because you all need to understand the use of your document. Yeah, memo, right, is for when to use. Is when your pemilik wants to membawa masuk ataupun mengambil. Only for this purpose we can use memo. Only for these two purposes we can use memo. While for voucher pembayaran got also specific use one. It's always for bayaran. Untuk apa? Untuk belanja such as gaji, insurance dengan belanja yang lain. So here obviously is not a form of belanja lah. Inside our buku tunai what we seeing is a contra. So the only possibility you can choose is B and C only. So geratan cek, slip wang masuk. What is their difference? Yeah. Okay, geratan cek is the small piece of paper that we keep in our checkbook. So this is the small piece. Why? Because at the front we have torn away the actual piece of check itself. So this is the check. Okay, this is the check. So our checkbook is pretty long one, right? Why? Because once I tear off, there will still be a small piece of paper left there for us to record all the info of why we issued this piece of check to our pembekal or even for buying stuff. So this geratan check is always what? Is always bank to berkurang. Is always bank to berkurang. So I already give you one of the clue, okay? So let's take a look at slip wang masuk, yeah? Guys, slip wang masuk is masuk ke where? You think about it lah, okay? If now I'm holding cash, I want to put into my cash drawer, do I need to issue a slip wang masuk to myself? No need because the cash drawer is with me, it's mine. But if you want to put cash into your bank account, isn't it you have to go through bank's counter and to tell them, okay, I want to bank in money, can you help me to do the request of it? Then they will fill up a form that's called slip wang masuk. So every time when there is a slip wang masuk, what does it indicate? It is indicating that bank bertambah. So you want to see whether the answer is B or C, right? You look at your buku tunai right now. Which column is on the positive side? Positive side is currently having tunai means that my tunai sedang bertambah while our bank sedang berkurang. So which one is bank berkurang's document leh? You have B and C as your choice, yeah? Answer is B. Geratan cek, because bank, wang dalam bank telah dikeluarkan diguna sebagai kegunaan pejabat, so used as cash inside our office. Okay, so someone asked me, teacher, answer A menggunakan cek peribadi is not minus. Now, this one here is from the previous question, yeah? This person's asking me about check peribadi, but no, check peribadi is not minus, because when we record inside our urus niaga, we don't care about your personal one, okay? Your personal side minus, that is your problem. But when I record into my perniagaan, I only want to see whether inside my perniagaan is benefiting or not. Is it increasing or is it decreasing? That's why it's called as model already lah. Okay, so why you delete your message? Okay, come, let's continue, yeah? Question 7 is done already. If you have questions, really just leave it at the chat box. I will answer you after I explain every question. Okay, now question number 8. Manakah antara urus niaga berikut yang sesuai direkod dalam Jurnal Am Perniagaan Perabot Kupang? Guys, you all must know buku catatan pertama, okay? BCP, we have 4 jenis, but the main ones that usually asked together is 3 lah, okay? Jurnal Am, Jurnal Khas, and also buku tunai. So when do we use buku tunai? This one I think is quite clear lah, okay? Buku tunai is whenever things are regarding to tunai ataupun check, okay? So we will put into buku tunai. But the rest of them, which is Jurnal Am dengan Jurnal Khas, must be secara kredit. Jurnal Am and Jurnal Khas must be secara kredit. So what's difference there if both also secara kredit? You all need to see whether it fits into your Jurnal Khas or not. You want to put into Jurnal Khas, got one criteria. It must be beli ataupun jual barang niaga. Must be barang niaga. So in a way lah, right now they are trying to tell you, if you want to put into Jurnal Am of Perniagaan Perabot Kupang, you cannot have any urus niaga that is about your barang niaga. Because if this urus niaga buy or selling is regarding to barang niaga and secara kredit, then it will be under Jurnal Khas already. Or moreover, if it's tunai dengan check, you will put that into buku tunai instead. So not gonna be in Jurnal Am lah. So usually, what things do you put into your Jurnal Am, yeah? Now, whenever your pemilik, okay, regarding to pemilik, take or bring in asset, bukan semasa ataupun barangan, bawa, masuk, ambil, bawa masuk ataupun ambil barang. So this barang can be barang niaga. So when is it that I cannot put into Jurnal Am? Yeah, you guys see clearly, okay? When you cannot put into Jurnal Am is where barang niaga at the same time is beli atau jual. So you cannot put into Jurnal Am already. That one is what Jurnal Khas. So you look at this criteria, yeah? Pemilik can bring or take out any form of barang. It can be barang niaga, it can be aset bukan semasa. And other than that, we can also see urus niaga, jual atau beli, but not barang niaga. It's going to be just ABS sahaja. So this is the first type, this is the second type. So let's take a look, okay? We don't take anything that is about perabot, yeah guys. Skip the perabot things, okay? So first one, A. Pulangan jalan daripada pelanggan restoran jelapang. Now, if you all don't understand pulangan jalan, then probably you will pick this as your choice, but cannot. Because pulangan jalan, a very specific one. Only when it's about barang niaga, I can call it pulangan jalan because it comes with the word jualan. So this is pulangan of barang niaga. So, cannot lor. Because pulangan jalan, of course, put at JPJ, right? Journal pulangan jalan. So, no. A is wrong. Second one, B, okay? Beli perabot daripada syarikat perabot mewah. Say already, you want to buy, right, okay? But they didn't say tunai atau check wall. So even if they say, also cannot put into Jurnal Am lah, because perabot is considered barang niaga. And now we are sedang beli. So answer wrong. This is B is wrong. B is wrong. Okay, now C. Beli kenderaan daripada Toyota Maju Enterprise. Finally, a new option where it's not about perabot. So I think that this answer should be correct, but I don't want to make the decision first. We read until part D. But C so far is correct lah, okay? We look at D, yeah? jual barang niaga kepada kedai alat tulis komi. Again, barang niaga. So since you sell and they never say payment method, means it's secara kredit or cannot put into journal am. Answer is C. Okay, so I give you guys a conclusion, yeah, where they are supposed to be put at. For A, pulangan jalan daripada pelanggan, this is JPJ. A is JPJ. Okay. B, beli perabot daripada syarikat perabot mewah. This one is JB, journal belian secara kredit lah. Okay. And for D, jual barang niaga kepada kedai alat tulis komi. This one is JJ. So all of them are journal has. Only C is for journal am sahaja. Okay, so question 8 is finished already. So far, if you have a question, again, leave it at chat. Okay, I'm going to move on to 9. Question number 9. So berikut ialah journal belian bagi sebuah perniagaan. So here we have a journal belian hall. Remember, what you can put into journal belian ya is whenever you buy barang niaga secara kredit. So you look at it. We have all 3 names, okay? Pembekal Amat, Asing Trading, and Marina Enterprise. I don't think they're asking you to record lah, but then they're asking for apakah dokumen sumber yang terlibat, guys? Document sumber, I got 18 types. 18 types. Now, if you can recall back the wordings, okay, we actually gone through that, but whenever it's document bukan sumber, I don't really care about it one because the chances of it coming out is freaking low, okay? So it's so low that I don't have to care about it. You look at the choices, yeah, A, B, C, D, invoice and nota debit, you guys should know, right? This one is correct one, okay? It's correct. Why? Because if you want to put at journal belian, beli, the person who buy will always receive the asal copy, while the person who sell, jualan, will always be keeping the salinan. So I will pick the one that is asal. See? Asal. And moreover, invoice dengan nota debit is something that will menyebabkan hutang pelanggan ataupun hutang kepada pembekal bertambah. That's why answer is definitely A already. But let's take a look at how B, C, D don't make sense, okay? B, catalog asal. Catalog, okay. Catalog is not even a receipt, guys, okay. Catalog is like giving people to see what type of things you sell. So how can I even have the asal version or even salinan version? So because of this, it's already wrong. Once you see the word catalog, wrong already one. Catalog is the book that you see inside or what you sell and stuff like that, okay. It's not even a document sumber yet. So C, sebut harga is not. Sebut harga is document bukan sumber. Pesanan belian as well. Sebut harga and pesanan belian is document bukan sumber. So you cannot even choose B, C, and D because they are all document bukan sumber combination with document sumber. That is nota credit, nota debit, nota credit again. So answer is A lah. Invoice, nota debit, asal. But definitely you all have to be careful because sometimes they will come out invoice salinan, nota debit salinan. So they give you 2 options, right? Then you kind of like messed up already. So you think about it. Asal is original copy. As a customer, we will always keep the original. That's why beli, we see asal. Okay? Unless it's jual, then you look at salinan. So this is our 9th question. Okay, so far it's like that lah. Let's move on to our 10. Number 10, okay? Page 5, number 10. Dokumen di bawah ialah urus niaga yang berlaku antara kedai Toby Sendirian Berhad dengan pelanggannya. So they didn't give any description of what things does kedai Toby Sendirian Berhad sell, but then we just have to look based on the document lah, okay? So here we have the document name as bill tunai. Guys, remember yeah, bill tunai also the same purpose as invoice one. What you use it for is to jual atau beli barang niaga. Jual atau beli barang niaga. Then what is the difference from it and invoice? Because invoice, right, is issued on the spot, bill tunai as well. But we will look at the customer, okay? If I were to sell to this customer right now, is my customer planning to pay now? Or are they planning to pay after 2 months, 3 months, okay? If the customer say, now is March, I pay you on May lah, then which receipt should I give them? I will give them invoice. But what if this customer decided to pay me on the spot, like right now? I will give them bill tunai. Because bill tunai is a document that is to be recorded into buku tunai ma. So we will have either tunai payment or check payment. So how you know leh? Okay, we see look at this left hand corner. It's called salinan. Salinan is kept by who? Salinan is kept by penjual. So currently we are selling. Okay, selling. Actually, they already tell you lah dengan pelanggan year ma. So we're selling to our customer, but what are we selling to be exact? Pasu bunga, Baja, NPK 12, 13, 15. So actually it's the what we call in Mandarin it's called 肥料 lah, okay? So I'm not sure what is it called in the English version, but yeah, these are what we have for the bunga itself. So I buy the pasu and I also need to put some things for it to grow ma. So we have the Baja NPK. So here we have the two items and how are they paying? Yeah, they didn't mention. Okay, they didn't mention. So here we see buku catatan pertama manakah yang akan digunakan oleh kedai Tobi Sendirian Berhad. So fortunately, we are not doing paper 2. So they didn't tell you is it tunai or bank, but no matter what, as long as it's bill tunai, jual beli barang niaga definitely is secara tunai atau cek. Secara tunai atau cek. That's why your answer is gonna be buku tunai. This one no need to think twice one. Confirm buku tunai. If they are asking so directly lah, bill tunai put where? Tunai word there, right? So it's buku tunai lor. Impossible to be journal journal belian or journal jualan because they are secara credits urus niaga. Okay, so this question number 10 is just like that. Now question 11. Pilih document sumber bagi journal jualan. So journal jualan can only have two types of document that you put in that is called invoice and nota debit. So actually I think I don't even need to write it out for you guys but then I hope that you all know during your paper 2 if it were to come out there's only dual jenis of document. There's invoice, nota debit, but it must be of salinan. Because as a pembeli, we will receive asal mah. But if you want to draw, then it should be salinan. Okay. Thank you, Baling, for telling me. Okay, it's called fertilizer. Oh my god, sorry guys. Okay, it's called fertilizer. So it's not what I said just now. That one is Mandarin version lah, but I didn't manage to say the English version, so it's called fertilizer. Thanks. Okay, so invoice and nota debit salinan is for journal jualan. So you guys see, I give you guys a choice already. So if you want it to be fast, right, you all just remember jual can only be salinan. So they give you 4 choices. Surely will have 2 that is salinan. Just pick that 2, then the answer is correct already. So it's 2 and 4. Answer is C. Okay, 2 and 4. Answer is C. So question 11 done already. Let's move on to our question 12. So I'm doing faster because you see your paper 1 you only have 1.5 hours. If every question you spend more than 2 minutes you're not gonna have enough time to finish up. And usually paper 1 can be done very quickly if you can answer with with logical, because they give you 4 choices, right? Just pick the one that is the most logical. So usually, right, if the question you really can't answer, don't leave it blank, okay? At least you pick one. So maybe the one you pick is correct lah. Now, I'm not asking you to tembak everything but some of them you didn't read until, but you still can use simple logic to answer. Okay, so question number 12 at page 6. So antara berikut yang manakah account nominal? So this one I think is a problem because usually when paper 2 come out, account nyata, account nominal, or like question mark, don't know what to answer really. So here they give you choice, right? One is account hasil, second belian, third is ambilan dengan account belum terima. So y'all can see the classifikasi lah. Hasil belanja, EP dengan asset. So account nyata and nominal, let me revise with you all these two. Y'all learn this in Form 4 Bab 5. Form 4 Bab 5 when you learn leja lah, okay? So leja we have jenis account mah. So account nyata, account nominal, what are their difference? Nyata can only have asset items, while nominal will have dua jenis, that is belanja dengan hasil. So if you're wondering, what about the rest of the classifikasi, then don't worry about it because in our textbook, syllabus doesn't teach about the rest of the classifikasi. So if they are testing you about nyata dengan nominal, your answer can only be among these 3. Asset is for nyata, belanja hasil is for nominal. So answer here is 1 and 2 because hasil belian is a belanja. Okay, so number 3 is wrong because there's no nyata or nominal for it to separate, but account belum terima is under nyata. account belum terima is under nyata. Alright, so question number 12 done. Let's move on to question 13. Okay, so question 13 has a box, okay, so you gotta read the sentence first before you decide anything, ya. Okay, pada 1st April 2020, Syuhaida Nabila memasukkan wang tunai ke dalam bank perniagaan sebagai modal tambahan. Okay, so when I was looking at this question, right, I felt that it's quite interesting because they give you two possible choices that I think most of you will choose the wrong one. Okay, so here ya, apakah catatan bergu bagi urus niaga tersebut? So we think about the combination first. The first thing is this person called Syuhada Nabila. Okay, she brought in wang that is cash. Okay, it was cash. But did she really put into the cash drawer? She didn't, okay? In the end, this wang tunai ke dalam bank already was. So, my bank akan bertambah. Okay, bank akan bertambah. And the second thing is sebagai modal tambahan was. So, you guys can see right here, the debit one must be bank. Okay, so you see, must be bank mah. B and C is wrong already. B and C is wrong already. Answer can only be A or D. But you see the choice that they give you. One is account model. Another is account model tambahan. So let me ask you guys, okay? When you guys are in Form 4, have you ever opened account model tambahan before? Have you done that in Form 4? Now, the answer is you never, because account model is model. If you have model tambahan, when does it happen? It only happened in one chapter of Form 5. That is our Form 5 bab 2. Record tak lengkap, only we start to use model tambahan. But for the rest of the chapters, model tambahan is not written out one. We will directly add into model itself. So the answer is not D, guys. It's not D because we don't have such thing as account model tambahan. Even when you were learning your equity pemilik, we only got 3 jenis. Model, untung atau rugi bersih dengan ambilan sahaja. Got model tambahan under EP or not? Not yet one mas. So the answer should be A. Answer should be A. So question 13 is done already. I'll just like that. So this one quite tricky. Y'all take note, okay? If they ask for catatan bergu, don't pick model tambahan. The normal catatan bergu you learn in Form 4 is only with model sahaja. Tak ada tambahan punya, okay? So question 13. Finish. Now let's look at page number 7. Page 7, yeah. Now we're 30 minutes into our life and we're done until our page number 7 only. So the 14th question, we are quite slow because I'm explaining, but of course exam time you can do as fast as you want lah, but you make sure to check 2 times, okay? Every time check got any miss out questions not. So the first box here that they give you, sekeping cek bernilai 20540.39. Okay, so there's decimal places, but doesn't worry, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? They say, yang diterima oleh Khairul Rizal, pemilik Khairul Enterprise. Okay, so we as the perniagaan receive the piece of check from our own pemilik that's called Khairul Rizal, okay? So, then they say, daripada pelanggan iaitu Nadia Trading. At first, when you're reading the front, you would think that Khairul Rizal give us, but no, oleh Khairul Rizal. Okay, so we received. We are representing the pemilik now. Receive from who? From our pelanggan Nadia Trading. And urus niaga tersebut telah direkodkan dalam buku perakaunan ia. Pihak bank telah memulangkan semula cek tersebut kerana tak laku. So you all just apply the cek tak laku method of changing the items, yeah. So at first, right, what we did was we went to add into our bank and minus out from ABT, right? But then you realize the check that they gave you is invalid. You couldn't get any money from them because they cheated you, okay? So they thought that they can lie to you lah, thinking, clear the hutang already, but their bank actually don't have money one. So how leh? Okay, I will reverse the whole thing. Now, instead of continuing like this, I will add back their hutang minus out from our bank. But do we need to times 2 the figure? Now don't, yeah. If you times 2, that one is bab 9 kesilapan songsang already. We don't need to do that. Now, I want to just make it back to the original figure. So, terbalikkan the whole thing. If it's bank, yeah, positive is debit, negative is credit mah. So ABT also same one. ABT, negative is credit. So now that I want to positive it, this is credit side. ABT is gonna be debit side. Now, I want to make sure that you guys don't do this mistake, yeah? Whenever you record your items into your ledger, do not think about putting the butir into the credit side. No, when we say bank to be credited, means that I want it to appear in the bank's accounts credit side. So you see, which one of it is bank credit side one? First one, wrong, because it's on the debit side. You see, debit is here, credit is here. So the first one option is wrong already. And also is doing catatan bergu dengan tunai. How can that be tunai? No, tunai is about our account belum terima that is called who? Nadia Trading. Okay, it's called Nadia Trading. So what we see is bank and Nadia Trading lah. So we cut off the options first. A is wrong already. Okay, A is wrong. B is possible. C also possible. And D is wrong. Why? Because D uses tunai. Where got tunai, right? So you only got B dengan C. So you see, I want bank on the credit side. Bank, credit side. Correct already lah. I want Nadia Trading to be on the debit. Got or not? Nadia Trading, debit. So answer is B. The correct answer is B. So for C, why is it wrong? Yeah, you see lah. Nadia Trading. I put Nadia Trading in again. How can I have my own name into the same account? While here, bank another time of Nadia Trading. So cannot one. You all remember in your Form 4 Bab 5, Leja chapter, when we do our T-shape, what we said before, you cannot do catatan bergu dengan sendiri, okay? Why tunai bertambah? Because tunai. Don't make sense. You're not explaining anything. Just like now, Nadia Trading, okay? Even though it's wrong already lah, but I still want to show you guys, okay? Because Nadia Trading is an ABT. Positive is debit, negative is credit mah. As I put it here, I'm trying to say that Nadia's trading hutang sedang berkurang. But how you explain? Oh, because Nadia Trading. Okay, so did you explain anything? Now, even though it's already wrong at first, but it still don't make sense because they put the name of their own ledger account into the account itself. So cannot be like that. C is completely wrong. Very, very wrong. Okay, so answer is B. Let's move on to question 15. Manakah antara berikut merupakan ledger khas? Okay, ledger khas is the special accounts that is from our customer and our supplier, ABT dengan ABB. Y'all just remember, ledger khas only got these dual journeys, and always khas is for account perorangan. Account perorangan must be human one. So you see, here you have A, B, C, D as a choice, right? Okay, A is account belum terima, isn't it fit in already? So I already give you the answer, okay? Answer is A. But what about B, C, D? Now actually this model, right, sometimes will get confused one because model is from pemilik, right? But how you know whether it can be under khas or not is that the name of the account must be written as a person. But is model a person? No, model is a contribution. Name for contribution. So it's not about the person anymore. That's why B cannot be chosen as ledger khas. The below here, model, belian, and sewa all is under ledger. So very simple one. Khas forever is only for perorangan. So orang, two types, ABT dengan ABB. So if they give you names, that's even faster. You just find nama orang, record that one. Okay, so you will pick that answer as your question 15. So answer is A lah. Alright, now question 60. Petikan imbangan duga berikut diperoleh daripada Tawa Enterprise pada 30 September 2020. So Tawa Enterprise, we have out their imbangan duga and so debit and credit lah. They say, nyatakan akaun yang bakinya dicatatkan di lajur yang betul. So how you know whether it's lajur yang betul or not? Reminder, your system catatan bergu says, asset belanja is always on the debit side. Hasil, EP, dengan liability is on the credit. So as you do your imbangan duga, they always have to follow to their original position, never to change sides one. So you see right now, we have account belum terima. ABT is an asset. Is it sitting on the correct side? A is debit. Correct. Okay. Second one, account belum bayar is a liability. Liability is supposed to be on the credit, but do you see? It's on the debit side now. Wrong. It's supposed to be credit one. Okay, so ABB is wrong already. Third one, hutang lapuk. Hutang lapuk belanja should be debit side. But is it on the debit side? Nope. It's on the credit, so it should be over here. Wrong already. Now, hutang lapor terpulih lah. This is hasil lah. Hasil is credit item, but you see again, is on the debit side. So you have no more choices left, okay guys? You only got account belum terima to be correct, and the last one is peruntukan hutang ragu. So how come PHR is correct lah? Because PHR is a negative asset semasa. Negative AS is always opposite of the original position because you say positive ma. Positive of course on original lah, debit side. But if you want it to be negative, then terbalik already. It will be on the credit side over here. So it's the correct side. Sorry, I accidentally draw a line. Okay, so 980 is correct on the credit. So you guys pick lah. Account belum terima dengan PHR. The answer is A. Answer is A. So far, you have any questions or not? If no questions, then I will be moving on already, yeah? Got questions? Just leave it at the chat for me, okay? I'll answer you directly later on when I see it. So, question 17. Apakah item yang mengurangkan kos belian? Okay, let me do a recap with you guys. Maybe you all forgot already. Kos belian is our account perdagangan part. So, in AKP, what you have is, you start from jualan, to tolak kos jualan. So kos belian actually happen inside kos jualan. Okay, happen inside kos jualan. So how is the formula, guys? Starting from inventory awal, we will tambah belian. But you also must see whether there is pulangan or not. If there were to be a pulangan, what you will do is you have to minus pulangan belian to get belian bersih. So you see, it's still not at the kos belian yet. Still not at kos belian yet, and we will come to tambah audi. So we have 4 jenis lah, okay. AUDI is angkutan masuk, upah atas belian, duty atas belian dengan insurance atas belian. So 4 types, then you get your kos belian. But now, if you read carefully at what they are asking, right? They are asking for apakah item yang mengurangkan kos belian, which means that it will affect this total to be lesser compared to usual. What items is making it lesser? You see, kos belian is this area. Starting from belian until itself, right? So this is the final answer, mah. So which one is the mengurangkan? Negative got only one thing that is called pulangan belian. But you see, did they give you the choice of pulangan belian or not? So A, duty atas belian. Wrong lah, because why? Duty atas belian is audi. Audi is used to plus one. How to mengurangkan? So answer A is wrong. Now B, angkutan keluar is not even at this section, guys. Angkutan keluar is a belanja at account untung rugi. You don't put at AKP, yeah, guys. So this one also wrong. It's not even close to what we want. Okay. C, angkutan masuk, a part of Audi again, is to add into our kos belian, and the last one, pulangan keluar, the only choice we have. Keluar, is it pulangan jualan or pulangan belian? I think this is the most part where students will struggle. Okay, so you all think like this. This is our customer, and this is our shop. When we sell to our customer, is how? Okay, is out. But now I'm not talking about selling the hot, because we're talking about belian. So I changed the arrow a bit. Yeah. Now I am buying from this shop here. Okay, Kedah 8. And this is us. So we did a belian, okay? I buy from them. Okay, belian. And what happens is, sorry, my arrow is wrong. Let me change a bit. It's here. Sorry. I buy from them, okay? So out. Now, when I want to return the item back to them, you see, the arrow goes out to them. So pulangan, right? Got keluar dengan masuk. How to say keluar is pulangan belian? Because I return the item out to that person. So becomes that my things are going out, not coming in. But if there is a pulangan of jualan, the customer return the item back to me. Isn't it coming in? So pulangan masuk is also known as pulangan jualan. So answer here for pulangan keluar, okay, is the same as pulangan belian. So answer is D. Okay, answer is D. Is Leja subsidiary same as Leja Has? Yes, correct, it's the same. Okay, Leja subsidiary is the same as Leja has, that's correct. Okay, so now let's move on to question 18 ya. Okay, question 18. Apakah maksud peruntukan hutang ragu? So peruntukan hutang ragu is a lot of students still fail to understand. So here let me explain to you all. Now what happens is we allow customer to buy from us secara credit, right? So I sell job secara credit kepada pelanggan. But then we will still be afraid because all these customer took my item without paying. So one day if they decided to run away, isn't it my kerugian already? So before that happens, I need to expect first, okay? With expectations, then your disappointment won't be so high lah, okay? So I'm thinking, okay, I think that there is 6% of them might be running away. So how PHR works is we only estimation of how much am I not getting back. So you see, which of them statements are the correct one? So first one A, hutang yang dapat dikutip semula. No. Hutang yang dapat dikutip semula is either they are talking about hutang lapor terpulih or it's just bank sahaja. So this is not gonna be peruntukan hutang ragu. A is wrong. Okay, what about B? Anggaran hutang yang tidak dapat dikutip. This is yes because anggaran is the same meaning as estimation or our expectation. So this answer is B. Answer is B. Okay, so let's see C and D lah. So C is anggaran hutang yang tidak perlu dibayar. No, we never learned about this thing before. Always we care about is our customer couldn't come back and pay us only. Whenever we have hutang kepada pembekal, do we ever expect the amount that we no need to pay? No. No such thing one. So C is not even in our syllabus at all. You don't recognize it. It's not no such thing for you to choose. Okay, C is wrong. And the last one, D, hutang yang pasti tidak dapat dikutip. This is what we call hutang lapor ya guys. This is what we call hutang lapor. So the first one is hutang lapor terpulih lah. Okay, first one is hutang lapor terpulih. C is not in our syllabus. Only A and D is logical, but then they are of other things. It's not peruntukan hutang ragu. So remember, PHR is anggaran, is an estimation of how much I couldn't collect back from my customer. So 18 answer is B lah. Okay, so let's move on to page 9 ya. Okay, move on to page 9. Berikut ialah petikan imbangan tuga Sawa Enterprise pada 31st August 2020. So they give you imbangan tuga again. Here we have ABT, we have hutang lapor and peruntukan hutang ragu. So peruntukan hutang ragu diselaraskan pada kadar 2.5% atas akaun belum terima. So we are going to count a 2.5% on them. And berapakah penambahan atau pengurangan peruntukan hutang ragu pada 31st August 2020? So let's calculate that out. Okay, so what you gotta do is you be aware, okay, 12,000 times with 2.5%. 12,000 times 2.5%. Answer is 300, isn't it? Can you guys get it? 12,000 times 2.5%. You guys should be able to get 300 ringgit. But a lot of you will fail to do this. Okay, because why? Y'all would think too complicated. Y'all will feel that, hey, the question takkan so easy, right? I think I need to minus the hutang lapor first. So what most of you will do is you will take 11,000 to times with 2.5% instead. But actually cannot, guys. Okay, remember, the hutang lapor that appear inside your imbangan tuga is things that already been recorded. Because how you usually do your catatan bergu for hutang lapor, you will minus from ABT and create the hutang lapor putih. Okay, you create it up. But whenever there is existing already, you will just add on ma. So just remember, this hutang lapor that appear inside your imbangan tuga is already done. Okay, already done. Don't minus it anymore. So what you should do is just straight away take 12,000 multiply by 2.5%. Okay, and now what is the next step you should do? They are asking you berapakah penambahan atau pengurangan peruntukan hutang ragu pada 31st August 2020. So this comes back to the same method that I teach you guys in class. Okay, how you should actually find out whether it's penambahan or pengurangan. You put the 300 ringgit beside the old PHR like this. Okay, you put that 300 beside of the 250, then you would see, did it get more or did it get lesser? 250 to become 300. Isn't it increased by 50 already? So the answer that you will be choosing is going to be penambahan of 50 ringgit. So if you imagine just now, right, you took 11,000 to multiply by 2.5%. I'm assuming that the question surely will give you this answer one. So you guys can try as well. 11,000 times 2.5% is equals to 275. This is the wrong method. This is wrong, yeah? Then you see, right, if I put beside 250 to 270, isn't it bertambah by 25? That's why they give you this option, penambahan RM25, pengurangan RM25. So you all need to be very careful because they will always give you both choices that can fit in one, but you need to use the correct method. So remember, hutang lapor when have to minus out from ABT. Whenever they give you maklumat tambahan out from imbangan duga, only you minus, then you multiply with your percentage. So this is how you find your PHR. All right, now we are done with question 19 already. Let's move on to question 20. So we're already halfway through the paper itself lah, okay? So, antara berikut pernyataan manakah yang merujukkan kepada kesilapan prinsip? So, our chapter, okay, chapter number 9, I just recently uploaded in my YouTube channel, yeah. I have 2 versions of bab 9. Kesilapan got 6 jenis. So, kesilapan prinsip, kesilapan ketinggalan, kesilapan commission. These 3 are the ones that will not affect your numbers one. And the rest of the 3, kesilapan amount, kesilapan songsang, and kesilapan saling mengimbangi will affect the number itself. So let's see lah, okay. Prinsip is about what? Prinsip, I use one example to tell you all lah, okay. I use asset dengan belanja. Now, prinsip a lot of times is because of this. Maybe I was buying, okay. I bought berabut. Okay, I bought berabut, but I failed to record that. Instead, I accidentally put under where? I put under berlian. Now, berabut, right, if this is the correct way, I didn't do that. It's supposed to be added into berabut, right, but I didn't do. I did this instead. I go and add into berlian. So you see, does it affect anything or not? Actually, it doesn't, because berabut bertambah on which side? Debit side. Berlian juga bertambah on the debit side. So this is how kesilapan prinsip appear. How does it still make our imbangan duga balance that? It's because we did the correct side. Just that the butir is wrong. We have inserted into the wrong account, wrong name. So we just need to help them change it out lah. Okay, so you see, A, commission belum terperoleh, 200 tidak diambil kira. This one is ketinggalan, okay? If you want to say a kesilapan lah, this is called ketinggalan because you didn't record it down. But if you didn't do it, how does it still balance that? It's because commission belum terperoleh, how you usually do the pelarasan. You will label it as LS and then minus out from commission, isn't it? So your 2 steps are here, but you didn't ambil kira at all. So means the whole process wasn't done. So it's called kesilapan ketinggalan for A. So answer A is wrong lah. Now B, here we have jualan 860 kepada kedai Wana direkodkan dalam akaun kedai Wawa. You see the difference is Wana and Wawa. I recorded it into the wrong person's account. So this is about what? Kesilapan commission. Kesilapan commission. So how to recognize kesilapan commission is always nama orang. So if you see the name is the problem, then it's definitely kesilapan commission already. Very fast one. You can identify it this way. Okay, so now left with C and D. Which one is it? So C, peruntukan hutang ragu sebanyak 4% atas ABT terlupa diselaraskan. Now this one it's not gonna be a kesilapan prinsip because there wasn't any recording done. I forgot to actually adjust the figure. So C is wrong. So now what we left is the last one, D. Belanja penyelenggaraan premis 500 telah direkodkan dalam account premis. This is exactly the example that I gave you just now, okay? One is asset, one is belanja. You see? Premis is asset, belanja is B. So isn't it both of them increases on the same side? But now I failed to put into the correct place. It was supposed to be a belanja, but I go and assume it as a premis. I spent 100 ringgit. and I thought that I grow another land. No, my premise is Kedah. How can you just spend on fixing them, then suddenly you have a new land born? Okay, so cannot. So the answer is D. This is kesilapan prinsip. Okay, so if you want to do correction on it, let's say it comes out in your paper 2, how should you do the correction? Yeah, you think about it. Belanja penyelenggaraan premis. As I do the fixing and I spend money on it, isn't it belanja akan bertambah? So if I want to correctly record it in, belanja bertambah is which side? Belanja to bertambah is on the debit side. So I just put it back to the debit side, and where would the account premise go? Premise would have to sit on the credit, because the logic is like this. Just now I accidentally go into premise debit side already. So in order to clear this 500 ringgit out from premise, I just need to go the opposite direction, which is the credit side. And what you see now, your premise will be balanced off. So both sides are the same, no longer seeing this 500 inside premise already. Okay, so we have done with question 20. Answer is D. This is kesilapan. So from 4 bab 9 lah. This is from 4 bab 9. Alright, so question 20 finish. Let's move on to our question 21. So, pilih padanan yang betul bagi kegunaan nisbah berikut. So, previously there was student asking me about the kegunaan of the nisbah lah. So, you all have to be very clear about their usage, and at the same time, I'll say you can judge based on their name. Like example, right, you see margin, right? Okay, I told you guys before in Form 5 Bab 1, our nisbah, okay, have 3 types: nisbah keberuntungan, nisbah kecekapan, and also what? Nisbah semasa, all these that are calculated using AS divided by LS. So here, margin is a short name. Okay, so like we say tokokan, we have margin, but margin got 2 jenis. One is margin untung kasar, one is margin untung per se. But when they didn't say anything at the back, what does margin exactly mean? If they only say margin is the first layer, is only meant as margin untung kasar sahaja. So you look at the kegunaan of it, does it fit into the untung kasar criteria? Mengukur beratus untung bersih, already wrong. So A cannot be chosen. This is wrong. Even if they want it to be a complete sentence, it should be written beratus untung kasar instead, not untung per se. So you see, why is it correct? Actually, the sentence structure is correct, just the thing that they put in is wrong. They put until untung per se. So actually, yes, margin is used to see how much we can earn back from every sales. So our jualan, we will calculate out the margin of our untung per se or untung kasar that we are obtaining. So A, wrong, because it's not untung kasar. They wrote untung per se instead. Okay, now B, kada pusing ganti inventory. Revise a bit. Why you count kada pusing ganti inventory leh? Because you wanted to know how well is our company or our business managing the inventory itself. Are we selling fast enough that we keep restocking? So basically, kada pusing ganti inventory is to see how many times we restock in a year. Mengukur kecekapan pengurusan inventory. The answer is correct because yes, it's about inventory and we want to see whether it's managing it well or not. So that's why kada pusing ganti inventory, right, is under nisbah kecekapan. Okay, it's under nisbah kecekapan. So answer is B. Now let's see what is wrong about C and D. Pulangan atas modal. Mengukur kadar untung kasar atas setiap ringgit modal yang dilaporkan. Wrong. You know why? Because you think about it. What is the formula of pulangan atas modal? Your formula of pulangan atas modal is untung per se divided by modal awal. How can there be mengukur kadar untung kasar leh? So it's the same concept like your A. Supposed to be margin untung kasar. Kegunaan must be about untung kasar but they wrote untung per se. Here is untung per se, they wrote until untung kasar. So answer is wrong. C is wrong. Okay, now D, nisbah semasa. Now what is the formula for nisbah semasa? Okay, AS minus LS. We use this to see whether the business is able to cope with hutang jangka pendek or not. So it can be jangka pendek or even serta merta, as in I want to pay immediately right now. So we have 2 types of nisbah. That is called nisbah semasa dengan nisbah ujian asik. So these 2. So you see, what is so wrong about this sentence? Mengukur kemampuan firma menjelaskan hutang jangka. All the way until here is still good, but suddenly jangka panjang. No, okay. Semasa is all within 12 months. How can it be jangka panjang, right? So answer here is wrong because it's supposed to be jangka pendek. Okay, so A, C, and D is wrong. Only B is correct lah. Okay, so our question 21 is done already. So are you guys all okay so far? Alright, so let's move on to page 10, yeah? Okay, let's move on to page 10. So here we have question 22. Question 22. So, maklumat yang berikut diambil daripada buku Perakaunan Syarikat Floria Sendirian Berhad. So, we have here having jualan, we have kos jalan, untung kasar, belanja dengan untung bersih. So, they just give you the whole thing lah. And then let's see what they want us to do, yeah? Sekiranya anda ingin membuat pelaburan dan menetapkan sasaran pulangan modal sebanyak 30%, berapakah modal yang anda diperlukan? So right now guys, okay, they already gave you the answer because what they want is your pulangan modal to be 30%, right? So you just write out the formula like usual. Okay, pulangan atas modal formula is to take untung bersih divided by modal awal times 100%, and they want it to be equals to 30%, right? Now to make this simpler, okay, you move the 100% over, okay, over first. So initially multiply move over, then become divide already. So on that side itself, it's now becoming 0.3. Okay, on this side itself is 0.3 because I moved the 100% over. So on our left hand side, we still have untung bersih and modal awal not filled up yet. So let's see, just now on this account perdagangan dan untung rugi, they already gave you untung bersih, isn't it? So the only thing that I'm lacking of right now is the modal awal. That's exactly what they want you to find lah. Berapakah modal yang anda diperlukan? So I just need to sub in this untung bersih, 60,000 divided by modal awal. So how should we find modal awal, yeah guys? Isn't it so clear right now? You just need to swap places with your 0.3. Swap places with 0.3. So your answer is going to be 60,000 divided by 0.3, and that amount is going to be your modal already. Okay, so let's find that out. 60,000 divided by 0.3, yeah, modal is going to equals to 200,000. So answer is B. This is our question 22. So always write this kind of question, you all make sure don't overthink it. Just use the normal formula. Because maybe when they write pulangan model, then you all forgot what is it already. Where got such thing, pulangan model? But actually they just purposely miss out the word atas. It's still from your Form 5 Part 1 NISPA. Okay, yeah? So question 22 finished. So let's look at question 23. Now for question 23, we have antara yang berikut, pernyataan manakah yang benar tentang amalan rekod tak lengkap? So how does record tak lengkap happen? If you guys can recall, there's a lot of reason lah. Mainly because I didn't keep my things secara systematic. Okay, my documents are so messy here and there. I couldn't keep track of the dates and stuff. And also maybe happens kebakaran, there's kemalangan that happened. Someone stole my documents away, so I couldn't do the recording. So let's see which one is the best fit for amalan record tak lengkap. How does record tak lengkap happen is what they want. So A is urus niaga dicatat dalam buku tunai. Now you see, record tak lengkap, right, is always when we mengamalkan sistem catatan tunggal. Means you don't really record your things on. Always here missing, there missing. So A, it's not correct because we did catat dalam buku tunai. Then we can do catatan bergu already. So A is a wrong choice. No. Okay. Now B, urus niaga dicatat menggunakan sistem catatan bergu. No. If you want it to happen to become record tak lengkap, mainly is we mengamalkan sistem catatan tunggal, not catatan bergu. Okay, so B also is not an option. Cannot fit into record tak lengkap. Okay, now C. Dokumen perniagaan tidak disimpan secara sistematik. Yes, this is the answer. So if you guys look back to your Form 5 bab to even your textbook lah, okay, or your nota, you will see that this is part of the reason why record tak lengkap will happen, because I didn't keep my documents secara systematic. The dates are all messed up. I cannot find them anymore. So last one, D. Record account belum terima telah dicatatkan dalam buku catatan harian. This is not even possible for record tak lengkap to happen. If every day I record it, how can there be tak lengkap, right? So D is also a wrong answer. You cannot pick that to fit in amalan record tak lengkap. Okay, yeah. So question 23 is just like that. Quite simple lah, huh? I think you guys just need to understand, because a lot of times, right, you guys WhatsApp me all those objective questions. Why y'all cannot get the answer? It's because y'all fail to see the word kecuali. Okay? Excuse me. Let me drink some water first. Maybe it's my lunch. I had something like so spicy. Excuse me, guys. Alright, so let's continue to our question 24, yeah? So sorry. Okay, so maklumat berikut diperoleh daripada buku kedai Karina, sebuah perniagaan yang tidak menyimpan rekod yang lengkap. So now we're gonna apply record tak lengkap method, okay, to see how to solve their problem. Now here, right, I'm gonna tell you guys, this state paper, question 24, got problem. Their answer is wrong. So you don't follow the marking scheme, because question 24 don't make sense one. Their answer is A. But you guys know, right, okay, record tak lengkap, you got dua jenis kaedah, that is kaedah perbandingan dengan kaedah analisis. Now, no matter it's kaedah perbandingan or kaedah analysis, we will use the same method to cari modal awal, that is to take asset awal tolak liability awal. So no such thing as semasa or bukan semasa. No, we will take the jumlah of asset, jumlah of liability to minus with each other. So the answer here should be B, not A. So based on marking scheme, they put A lah, which is not logic. Don't follow that one. Answer is supposed to be B, asset dan liability. So P is asset, tolak Q is a liability. So C and D no also, because semasa cannot, I say already. Okay, what is this asset semasa dan liability semasa? A lot of my current students that are learning the record tak lengkap keep telling me the same thing, okay? Whenever I ask how to find model awal, you guys will answer me AS tolak LS, but no. But why this formula will be set out by you guys? It's because we use it at where? At PKK to find modal kerja. It's not to find model awal. So AS tolak LS is model kerja, not model awal. If you want to find model, A tolak L. Okay, so answer is B. So question 24 is done already lah. Just asking you to find out what type of butir is it. So very simple. So let's move on to page 11. So we have our question 25. Mengapakah kawalan tunai perlu dilakukan oleh peniaga? So why do we need to control our cash? Now actually kawalan tunai, this theory can be learned in Form 5 Bab 3. Form 5 Part 3, which is the chapter we started with penyata penyesuaian bank dengan belanjawan tunai. So it's the beginning lah. Actually, it's the overall. Why do you do penyata penyesuaian bank and why do you prepare belanjawan tunai? Mainly it's because we want to make sure that we always have enough money. This is very important. And also, as much as you do your kawalan tunai, you can also avoid from happening case penyelewengan, which is, stolen by your employees. Maybe they just use your company's money for their own purposes, when this can only be done by pemilik, so they just stole from you and they make a fake report. So if you control your money, you do your recording very often, then you can avoid these kind of things to happen. So you see, you have 4 choices, right? First one, memastikan penggunaan tunai yang optimum untuk tujuan produktif. This is correct actually. So we only got tiga kepentingan. Okay, kenapa kawalan tunai perlu dilakukan? The third one is actually this, memastikan penggunaan tunai yang optimum untuk tujuan produktif. And the rest of the two is just now I mentioned, we want to make sure that there's no case penyelewengan or kecurian, and also always make sure that we have enough money. So you see which one? Second one, mengurangkan risiko penyelewengan dan kecurian tunai. Correct loh, exactly what I said. And then here we have memudahkan untuk membeli aset bukan semasa. No, okay, you don't do kawalan just because you want to make it easier for you to buy ABS. No such thing, okay? This is not like it's not an important thing. So 3 is wrong. And 4, mengetahui baki akhir tunai di bank. No. If you do buku tunai, you also can find baki akhir mah. So why you need to do penyata, penyesuaian bank and belanjawan tunai? It's not because I want to know the baki akhir. It's because I want to make sure enough money, tujuan optimum, tujuan produktif, and also we have risiko penyelewengan to be avoided. So answer is 1 and 2. So this 2 is wrong. Okay, so you can revise that from 5 bab 3. It's just that the kawalan tunai got 3 kepentingan. Okay, why we need to do it. So now let's move on to question 26. Butiran manakah yang direkod sebagai pembayaran dalam belanjawan tunai? So belanjawan tunai is a special version of your buku tunai, because those that have learned with me, you guys should know lah. I always say that belanjawan tunai is the same as buku tunai. But what is their difference is belanjawan tunai is to be done for 3 or 4 months long. 3 or 4 months long, while buku tunai can only fit in 1 bulan sahaja. So only for 1 month's urus niaga. And moreover, belanjawan tunai is an anggaran. Whatever that we record inside is only estimation of how much we're going to receive or how much we're going to pay. So here we have 4 choices. Account belum bayar, account belum terima, hutang lapuk dengan hutang lapuk terpulik. What they want is pembayaran dalam belanjawan tunai. Which one is the possible butir that can be written under pembayaran inside belanjawan tunai leh? ABT no. Hutang lapuk terpulik also no. No, why? Because these two are considered penerimaan mah. So you only got ABB dengan hutang lapuk, but no hutang lapuk to be recorded inside your buku tunai. So I would just say belanjawan tunai is the same as buku tunai. So whatever that you cannot put inside, then that is not supposed to appear inside belanjawan tunai lor. So main reason is because how you settle your hutang lapuk. Hutang lapuk only affects your account belum terima sahaja. It will make your ABT berkurang, not tunai atau bank to berkurang. That's why this is matched with ABT, not with belanjawan tunai. So your final answer is AB. Now, why do ABB appear inside leh? Is because we sell secara credit or we buy secara credit. Belian secara credit will be given a timeline to pay. So just like your belanjawan tunai question, they will tell you tempo credit is berapa lama. They will tell you either 30 days or maybe 60 days, 90 days. So 30 days is 1 month payment. After 1 month, 60 days is after 2 months, and 90 days is after 3 months. So no matter what, we will be showing our payment inside the belanjawan tunai, but we will not write as belian credit. It will be written as account belum bayar. So answer is A. Okay, yeah. So question 26 done already. Let's move on to our question 27. Question 27. So, maklumat berikut diperoleh daripada belanjawan tunai kedai Marzini bagi 3 bulan berakhir 31st March 2020. So, seems like this is a calculation question, yeah? Okay, so jualan bagi bulan January adalah 10,000, okay, 10,000. Hasil jualan dijangka meningkat sebanyak 10% daripada bulan sebelumnya. So this question is very common one, always like to come out. So you all need to be careful lah. If they say like this, right, is telling you the pattern is fixed. It's going to increase by 10%, but you need to rely on the previous month's amount to be able to calculate the coming month. So let's say they want until March, right? They gave me January. January is 10,000. So how about February then? February akan bertambah 10% daripada bulan sebelumnya. So it's not just 1,000 ringgit, yeah guys. Even though 10%, yes, is 1,000. But I said bertambah daripada bulan sebelumnya. What is bertambah? Increase. Well, if you just put 1,000, how does it even increase? You're only showing the 10%. You want them to be increased means that you also need to add on with the base value that is of January. So if you add these two numbers together, total, yeah, is going to be 1,100, 11,000, okay, for our February month. So moving on to our March, okay, moving on to March. What about March? Okay, you guys don't think that the pattern is like 10%, so I take this, I add another 1,000. Cannot, because why? this 1,000 is 10% daripada bulan January. Now, if you're doing March, what you want is the 10% from February's amount, which means that we will take the base 11,000 to start first, and then we will add on a 10% to it. So 11,000 add on with 10% of itself is 1,100, right? Added together, 11,000 plus 1,100, answer is 12,100. So what is your option here? Your answer should be B. Okay, answer should be B. So 12,100 is the answer lah. Now this one is also important lah, not only for paper 1, paper 2, if it were to come up with belanjawan tunai, you also need to know how to calculate your jalan, right? Because they will need you to find out yourself. This is going to be served as a jumlah. Then later they will ask you to split as jalan tunai, jalan credit. If you cannot find the jumlah at first, then it's going to be difficult for the coming parts. Okay, so question 27, finish. Let's move on. Question 28. Okay, question 28. Now, antara berikut butiran, manakah yang dicatat di penyata bank tetapi tidak dicatat di buku tunai? So actually, right, when I looked at this question, the first thing I will ask myself is, which type of factor is it inside my penyata penyesuaian bank? So we have how many jenis of factor actually? We have 5 jenis. First one is ketinggalan. Second one is kesilapan. Third one, cek talayan. Number 4, cek belum dikemukakan dengan deposit belum dikreditkan. 5 jenis factor. So these factors, right, I want to see which one fits into the criteria of inside penyata bank but not in buku tunai. So we think, okay, ketinggalan. How does ketinggalan occur? Is it a human error or is it a robot error? So why I say is it a human or robot is because this error, right, is happen to be done by a human. Ketinggalan is to forgot. I forgot to record. Hey, where will your machine or a robot forget anything, right? So they are a system. They will just follow all the way to record whenever you bank in your check and stuff like that. But us as a human, now that I issue a check to someone, I will forget right after I reach my home. I'll be like, hey, who I give to the check? What is his name? Forget already. So ketinggalan will only happen on human. That's why you see now, tidak dicatat di buku tunai is a ketinggalan. Tidak dicatat di buku tunai is a form of ketinggalan. Now, why not kesilapan? Okay, because kesilapan must be both also have number. Buku tunai 500, penyata bank 550 example. So you see there is a difference that you can compare. This is what we call kesilapan. So cannot fit in because now they are saying penyata bank have, buku tunai doesn't have, so not kesilapan. Now, cek talayan. Cek talayan is rejected by the bank. Why would it even show inside the penyata bank? It should be shown only in buku tunai but now they say tidak dicatat di buku tunai so cek talayan cannot Okay, now what else? Cek belum dikemukakan dengan belum didepositkan. So this is deposit belum dikreditkan, that one. Okay, so these 2 points, these 2 factors is all written in buku tunai, not in penyata bank. Why? Because belum dikemukakan dengan belum dikreditkan is meaning the bank haven't processed it for you. So if they didn't process, why would it even dicatat di penyata bank, right? So all in all 5 factors, only ketinggalan can fit into this term. Penyata record, buku tunai didn't record. So let's see which of them are considered ketinggalan. So A, cek yang dikeluarkan oleh syarikat gemilang belum ditunaikan oleh bank. Cannot, because why? Now bank is recorded If they belum ditunaikan means inside my penyata bank is not shown anything at all. So A is wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, for you guys who still forgotten about it, penyata bank is pihak bank prepare one. Which is example, we say Maybank, Hong Leong Bank, they are the pihak bank. So I have an account under them. I want to bank in, I have to go to that branch and bank in my check. So they will process it for me. But buku tunai is prepared by who? Prepared by pemilik. So one is human another is done by machine. Okay, so first one is wrong. Because this one is check belum dikemukakan, CBD. Short form CBD. Now B, cek yang didepositkan ke bank telah dicatat di sebelah debit buku tunai tetapi belum dicatat di penyata bank. Cannot even fit in because they say belum dicatat di penyata bank. You see? Dicatat di penyata bank. So it's like so logical. Confirm cannot take one because up there once dicatat. Here say belum dicatat wo. So how can you pick it leh? So B is wrong. B is wrong. Okay. Now C. Cek yang diterima daripada peniaga ahli belum ditunaikan oleh bank. Again, this one almost the same as the first one, right? But this one is not gonna be CBD, guys, because cek yang diterima is actually DBD. When you receive a piece of check, what would you do is you would depositkan ke dalam bank mah. So how can it be check belum dikemukakan? It's called deposit yang belum dikreditkan oleh pihak bank. So let's do a recap on this since it can relate to paper 2 question, right? Remember, yeah, for penyata bank's positive and negative side is different compared to us one. Their positive is opposite on the credit side, their negative is on the debit. So it's kind of like doing catatan bergu with us, you know, because our buku tunai is positive on debit, negative on credit side. They are always opposite of us. So now that we say it's a deposit yang belum dikreditkan, in a way, we are saying that the bank hasn't added into our bank account yet. That's why belum lah, okay, haven't processed for us. So the money is not shown inside penyata bank. Cannot fit in again because what we want to find is ketinggalan. So the final one must be it already. Why? Bayaran sewa kenderaan perniagaan telah didebitkan oleh pihak bank. And that's all. They didn't say anything else. Only didebitkan oleh pihak bank. Did we record anything? No, that's why the answer is going to be D. So the answer is D lah, okay, for question 28. So far up to here. If you guys have question, can leave it at the chat box, but I assume no, because so far nobody leave anything there, right? Okay, so I'll just move on, yeah, to page 12. If you guys have question, you shy to ask, you can WhatsApp me later lah, okay? Now, so question 12. Question 12, page 12, 29, okay? Antara berikut, yang manakah terdapat dalam penyata kedudukan kewangan suatu perkongsian, guys? Take note, ya. It's not just milikan tunggal, it's perkongsian. So inside perkongsian PKK is quite special one, okay? So what is special about it? I'll say EP is the only changes. Because yeah, in perkongsian, we have more than satu pemilik. We got dua perkongsi ataupun lebih. So inside EP section, we will no longer see such thing as modal awal, tambah untung per se, tolak ambilan to get modal akhir. No more. What you will see is only modal, account semasa. What you will see is only modal, account semasa, these two, and they are separated one. They are not going to be in a formula itself, no adding and stuff like that. So you see here they give you 4 choices, right? Account semasa 1, model is 4, so answer is gonna be 1 and 4. So how come untung bersih and ambilan cannot? Because in perkongsian chapter, untung bersih is not final yet. You still have to bring to account pengasingan untung rugi. You have to bring it to account pengasingan untung rugi to be separated into what? Kongsi untung atau kongsi rugi. Then only you post to account semasa to be calculated. And as for ambilan also, okay, because I always say account semasa is like a rubbish bin. You know why? Because model is EP. Account semasa also EP. But what is the difference here is model is so special. I can only put model items inside. If it's not model, then no, you cannot put into account model. You can throw where? You can throw into account semasa. So now the 2 EP, right? Which one is the most things inside one? It's gonna be your account semasa. So including ambilan as a negative EP itself, it won't be showing inside PKK anymore. It will be thrown into account semasa's debit side because it's a negative of EP lah. So you guys can note down ambilan is for account semasa. Have to be moved it before you can put to PKK. So answer for 29 is B, 1 and 4. Alright, so let's move on to question 30. Okay, let's move on to question 30. So, semua butiran berikut akan direkodkan di dalam account semasa kecuali. So, we have A, B, C, D, yeah, guys. Can you all recall what type of things you can put into account semasa? Now, account semasa is a new thing that we learned in Bab 4. Form 5 Bab 4, yeah. So what we record inside account semasa is our ikatan perkongsian. ikatan perkongsian. So ikatan perkongsian got how many types of items? Let me list them out for you. Under ikatan perkongsian, we have faedah atas modal, faedah atas modal, faedah atas ambilan, faedah atas ambilan. Okay, what else? We also have faedah atas pinjaman. Also, three types of gaji, bonus, allowance. Gaji, bonus dengan allowance. So here are the journeys items that you're going to put into account semasa lain, and including what? Including untung atau rugi. Kongsi untung atau rugi that you get from your account pengasingan. So you guys just choose, okay, among these 5 items, okay, these 5 lists of items, which one is given to you as a choice? A, B, C, D. All also got. Well, seems like all got, but they say kecuali. Read properly the question, okay? Because there was one time was student asking me for question, and then they say, teacher, why so many choices? Which one should I pick? Or then I point it out to them. Kecuali, guys, okay? Kecuali means what? Except. So, faedah atas ambilan, correct. Faedah atas modal, correct. Gaji berkongsi and gaji bekerja, which one is the wrong one leh? Gaji berkongsi, gaji bekerja. If it's bekerja, where would you put into equity per minute leh? Account semasa is for our berkongsi one ma. Of course, what we record as gaji is the one that berkongsi only I can take. So gaji bekerja is the one that we want. The kecuali cannot record into account semasa. So by the way guys, this one we have I have done a video on my YouTube as well. So if you want to learn about the ikatan perkongsian, how to calculate, you guys can look at my video lah. But then here I want to emphasize on account semasa. Please remember that account semasa can only record all of these except for kongsi untung atau rugi, which is faedah atas modal, faedah atas ambilan, faedah atas pinjaman dengan gaji bonus allowance in their terkurang form. How to say terkurang leh? Which means that they are the lack of. Example, my faedah atas modal is supposed to pay to the perkongsi 1,000 ringgit. But if I haven't paid yet, completely zero that I paid. So I berhutang kepada perkongsi, right? So equity per minute akan bertambah. We will put them into account semasa. So all these amount that I record into account semasa must be the terkurang version, not the sebenar. Because sebenar exact figure is to be put at account pengasingan first. There is 2 layers of them lah. Okay. Alright, so question 30 is just that, gaji bekerja. Now let's look at question 31, okay? Question 31, apakah faktor-faktor yang menyebabkan sesebuah perkongsian itu dibubarkan? So dibubarkan, this one is about our pembubaran perkongsian, okay? Form 5 bab 4.2. Form 5 4.2, pembubaran perkongsian. So what is the reason that we have to bubarkan the perkongsian? The reason is very simple one. Is either one of your perkongsi passed away, okay, atas persetujuan, or maybe you all just, some of you, one of you just went bankrupt, okay? If went bankrupt, then gone, we cannot continue anymore. So the answer is 1, 3, and 4. So 1, 3, and 4 is C. Now what about the number 2, berselisih faham? Okay, this one I want to say no point one. Okay, even if you argue, you are in a very bad state, does it mean that you can just close freely as you want? Cannot one. So if you have any arguments, you should sort them out loud, okay? And moreover, why we set up an ikatan is just to make sure that there is no arguments to happen ma. Nobody saying that, hey, why am I receiving only 20%? You are getting 30% and stuff like that. So number 2 is a wrong point that you don't learn inside your textbook or your format itself, okay? Sorry. Oh, okay. I write until 5. Oh, sorry. It's 4. Thanks for letting me know. Someone's asking me, teacher, what about ambilan? You are talking about okay, just now you mean my list, is it? If you're asking me about ambilan, okay? So here, right, the reason why I didn't mention ambilan is because I was talking about ikatan. Okay, then I add on the kongsi untung atau rugi because you move in ma. But just now earlier on, I did mention that ambilan is for account semasa. So then I thought I don't need to repeat that again. So account semasa, you will put in all the EP items, right? Hello. Okay, so let's go on to our question number 31. Here I said already, the answer is C. So sorry that just now I put wrong chapter. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I read blur. This one is part 4. I put until part 5 just now. You all change it. Okay, so all these question 30, 29, 30, and 31 is all for part 4. The account semasa? Which one? Up here, yeah? Or here? Question 30, is it? Question 30. If you're talking about this, just now I repeat again, yeah, okay. Oh, you know already. Okay. Sorry, cause my screen is a bit delayed, so probably you guys heard my explanation after I did it. So I think you guys get it already. Then I don't repeat anymore lah. Okay. Alright. So come, let's go down to question 32. Question 32. So question 32 is petikan account realisasi berikut diperoleh daripada buku sebuah perniagaan. So we are seeing an account realisasi, but account realisasi is not an actual chapter, okay? Account realisasi is a component inside where? Form 5 bab 4.2. Form 5 bab 4.2, which is when you do your pembubaran. So what can you insert into your account realisasi? We can have all the assets first. So the step for realisasi is very simple one. Always the first step is to memindah semua aset ke dalam account realisasi. So why is it that I say semua aset but then I will have another thing to say kecuali, okay? Kecuali two things that you cannot put into your account realisasi is tunai dengan bank. Now why? Because when I move it to account realisasi, is because I want to sell it. I want to make all the process easier. Okay, so I move them all one shot into realisasi. So whenever I'm going to sell my assets, okay, I will just deal with realisasi will do just use one butir instead of plenty different butirs. So kecuali tunai dan bank is because they are money lah. You don't sell money to get money, okay? Not logical. So your first step is always to bring all your assets into account realisasi. By the way, here I want to clarify a bit because I don't think I can rush and come up with a video so soon. So I just want to let you guys know, if you want to learn about how to do pembubaran perkongsian, you can check out my Instagram. I already posted one video before that is about pembubaran perkongsian, but it's a very quick video lah where I fast forward a lot of things. So you guys can try to watch that video first, and then if you have questions to ask me, you all can just DM me at Instagram lah, okay? So later on I'll tell you guys what is my Instagram name, but then if you want to know from my YouTube channel, you can also find the about there. I have attached the Instagram name, so you guys can search there lah. Okay, alright. So account realisasi right now, the first step is to bring in then the second step is to do all the labeling for baki, but then it's not quite related to the question, so I don't go so far over there. Okay, we just need to see what's happening in this realisasi. It is currently on the credit side of our realisasi. But you all know, right? Realisasi doesn't have a klasifikasi. There's no exact side where you plus or you minus. So bank, 5,000 sitting on realisasi. Why? Okay, you think. In order for bank to be inside realisasi, which means that earlier on we had bank sitting on the debit side, written also 5,000 as realisasi. So that's why they are doing a catatan berguna. So from this relationship, you can tell that your bank sedang bertambah because of realisasi. What is it for? You see A, B, and C, D. Okay, see which one is the proper one. A, pembayaran belanja realisasi. Wrong. Why? Because if I pay, how can my bank bertambah leh? Right? So A is wrong. A is wrong. It's not a pembayaran. B, kutipan daripada account belum terima. This one makes sense for why? Because the first step was to move semua asset ke dalam account realisasi, right? Including who? ABT as well, okay? Because I was waiting to kutip from my customer, that's why I can move them to realisasi first. So B is actually the correct answer. Okay, B is actually the correct answer. So I'll just mark it down first, and then we continue to see why C and D is wrong. Pembayaran kepada account belum bayar? No, wrong. Because why? If you are paying to account belum bayar, the catatan bergu should be ABB on the debit side, bank on the credit side. it should be like this one. Okay, but you see, when I was looking at my bank's catatan bergu, inside wasn't written as ABB. It was written as realisasi instead. So the combination is wrong. It cannot be C. It's not even a pembayaran because I was receiving money. C is wrong. Okay, now what about D? Penerimaan diskaun kerana menjelaskan hutang kepada akaun belum bayar. Now, yes, actually, if it's penerimaan discount, it should be appearing on the credit side of realisasi. Reason is because ABB gave me a discount. So ABB akan berkurang on the debit side and I will record the discount as realisasi. So it will go on the next side, which is credit. But the problem is the way we wrote it is wrong. Here is bank. Isn't it ABB supposed to be inside if it's menerima discount? So D is also not applicable to the question itself. So answer is only B sahaja lah. So question 32 is B. Okay, so now let's move on to our question on page 13. Question 33. By the way, guys, if you're using your own set, that is the state paper that you print from online or something like that, then it should be slightly different on the sequence wise because I retype it myself, everything. So my page are bigger. I can fit in more questions compared to the state paper itself, okay? So maybe it will be on different page, if you're using yours, okay? So we're now going into page 13. Question 33. Manakah item penerimaan bagi kelab pengguna sekolah dan korporasi? So now they are talking about club, guys. Club is Form 5 Bab 6. Club dan persatuan. Form 5 Bab 6. So now they are saying which of the items is considered a penerimaan for our club leh? So you see here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Can you guys see alat tulis? Okay, alat tulis. What is the klasifikasi? Belanja. How can a belanja be penerimaan leh? No, this is considered pembayaran. It's a pembayaran. Okay, kursus ahli. Now, if you're not sure what is this, right, I'll just tell you kursus is actually like a talk or maybe a training for your ahli, your members. Okay, so I'll just leave this first. Not very sure, right? Never mind, we continue to see. Number 3, yuran pendaftaran. Yes, because why? Yuran pendaftaran is registration fee. So everybody that register have to pay you. You as the club, you will receive from them. So yes, this is the correct one. And the last option is kutipan hari koperasi. I receive money more, is it? Because I have hari koperasi and everybody paid to join this hari koperasi itself. So I received the money. Kutipan. So answer is 3 and 4, D. So kursus ahli will become what? Kursus ahli is actually a form of pembayaran. Except that if they add on the word kutipan in front, kutipan kursus ahli means we held the activity and we receive payment from them as a registration. But then now it's not that case. So if they just say kursus ahli means we are paying for their training. Okay, club is using club's money to pay for them. So 1 and 2 is pembayaran, both. Okay, so question 33 is from Form 5 Bab 6. So overall, what I would say is this Kedah Baling paper is lack of calculation question compared to other states. So it's more of theory. Maybe that's the part you guys are struggling on because calculation can be done. You use calculator, but theory then it must be with you. You have to study before only you can understand. Okay, now let's look at question 34. Maklumat berikut diambil daripada buku-buku Club Royal. Again, it's a club question, but you can kind of see where the direction is going. Okay, they gave you yuran belum terima. So definitely you're going to be doing a yuran question. Okay, so how you solve yuran question? You all prepare a T-shape first. I would say always prepare a T-shape because you can see the direction. Okay, so what they gave you is yuran belum terima 1st January is BB okay, 31st December is HB. But guys, this BB and the HB I label is not supposed to be written one. What I want you guys to do is just understand it's a baki awal, it's a baki akhir. So where the position should be, you have to follow their klasifikasi. Yuran belum terima is aset semasa. So baki BB should be debit side, HB is credit side. Okay, so which one should we record first? Definitely put in the 1st January, but no need to put dates, guys, okay? Because this one is your own rough calculation. So I will follow this direction, debit, to put in the 140. So we have put in already our yuran belum terima. Now moving on, what they said is maklumat tambahan. Jumlah yuran yang diterima sepanjang tahun 2019 ialah 2,400 termasuk RM60 untuk yuran bagi tahun 2020. So now we are doing yuran of 2019. But in this 2,400 is actually included 60 ringgit from the next year. Actually, they pay in advance, that's the meaning. But do not do this. Don't go and take 2,400 minus 60. Cannot. You know why? Because I memang received 2,004 already. If you go and minus 60, then you are changing the amount you diterima. Cannot be that way. Okay? What you need to do is record this 2,400 as bank. Record it as bank because you received. Okay, you really received it and it went into your bank account, while the 60 ringgit will be used as yuran. Now, it's not yuran belum terima. It's yuran belum terperoleh because we receive in advance. We receive in advance. So, in advance, yuran belum terperoleh as a liability semasa. But which side you see, here they are telling you maklumat tambahan, right? Whatever given under maklumat tambahan is actually end of the year, December of 2019. So therefore, we will look at this yuran belum terperoleh as a HB. Now, liability. Bagi BB dekat credit side. Bagi HB, opposite is debit side one. So we will just write down this as for debit. Okay, 60 ringgit. So we are ready with the bank and we're ready with the yuran belum terperoleh. But how should we put them in there? Now, if you cannot think about it, you just write this out. Okay, this is bank. If I were to receive 2004, which direction would it sit inside my account bank? It should be on the debit side because bertambah mah, you see? Okay, so what should we do? We will do a catatan bergu from the debit towards account yuran's credit side. So what you write? You will be writing bank 2,400. So I'm writing it out so in case if you guys are doing paper 2, you will still be able to draw this table out and do the ledger yourself, yeah? Sorry, my line a bit saying it. Let me draw again. Is it? Okay, never mind. Okay, just like that. Okay, so bank 2,400. Now, after you have put in your bank, then the next thing is make sure you do that, okay? You have to reserve a spot opposite of your bank, which is on the next side. Put as P dan P. So what is P dan P? P dan P is this one. Pendapatan dan perbelanjaan. Now, of course, if you're doing account yuran in paper 2, you cannot write short form lah, okay? You have to write pendapatan dan perbelanjaan in full. But if you're doing paper 1, then just write short form, P dan P, okay? Reserve the spot for it there. Then now, you just proceed to put what? Your baki HB in. So you see, one on the credit side, one on the debit side. No clashing one. So the name for the credit side one is called yuran belum terima. 250, and the one on the debit side is called yuran belum terperoleh. Yuran belum terperoleh 60 ringgit. Okay, so how much is pendapatan dan perbelanjaan? At this point, you no longer need to write them out anymore. Just use your calculator to jumlahkan your credit side. 2,400 plus 250, yeah? Here is 2650. 2650, okay? Both sides also want to have 2650. So what is your pendapatan dan perbelanjaan? Minus 140 and minus 60 ringgit. Both minus. Your answer is going to be 2450. Okay, final answer is C, 2450. So actually, right, you say yuran is hard. It's not even hard because the format is fixed already. Just that sometimes there will be extra items such as yuran lapuk. That is the only extra item you might see. So if there is, then just go ahead and add on to the credit side. Okay, so C is the answer for question 34. Now, even though I have set the time to be 2 hours, but I will still go on until I finish the whole paper, so no worries about that, yeah? So I will quickly done that so you guys can go on for other extra classes lah, okay? Question 35. Account berikut diperoleh daripada buku Club Gold Northern Hill. So this is the club again. Okay, again, it's club. So here they gave you pendapatan dan perbelanjaan. Now, you all must know, okay, the debit and the credit side. Which one is pendapatan? Which one is perbelanjaan? A lot of time, your guys will do wrong one. So remind yourself, belanja is debit item. Hasil is credit item. Right now, they are asking you, what is this M here? What is this M here? Okay, it's either they are asking you to choose hasil items or they are asking you for lebihan atau kurangan. So you see, M, rugi, untung, lebihan, kurangan. So answer is not going to be A or B because in club dan persatuan, we never calculate untung or rugi per se. The only untung and rugi we calculate is at account perdagangan for restaurant. Ataupun kedai minuman like that, okay? So in account pendapatan dan perbelanjaan, we seek to find lebihan and kurangan. So you think, this is hasil side. Why hasil side is not enough that I need to add on 2910? When hasil is lesser than belanja, is this good or is this bad? Answer is bad because belanja, I'm spending more than I can receive. So the answer here should be kurangan. Okay, the answer should be kurangan. Because you see, logically, if my hasil is bigger than belanja, means I'm earning more, then this M should be here, not on my hasil side. Now when they put it over to the hasil side, means my hasil is not enough. I need to top up. I need to fit in an amount just to make them balance. So this is what we call kurangan. Okay, so you guys can write down. Now it's because hasil lesser than belanja. That's why it's kurangan. Alright, so we are done with page 13 already. So we have another 5 more questions to go. Let's look at question on page 14. Okay, question 36. Now, maklumat di bawah merupakan kos yang terlibat dalam pengeluaran biskut almond. Now, pengeluaran, this is definitely Form 5 Bab 7. Pengeluaran got only one chapter, that is Bab 7, your kilang, okay? But I'm not sure whether it's the TPM one or is it the cost pengeluaran. You look at the details, right? Whenever they have this, the 1.8 per unit, definitely is TPM already. 7.2 TPM. So this one I also got make a video. So if you don't know how to calculate, please go and watch my video before your SPM, okay? Come. So here we have cost berubah per unit. We have cost tetap. We also have details such as berapakah untung yang diperoleh. Now I always tell my students one, TPM only got 3 jenis formula, okay? The first formula is called margin caruman per unit, short form MC/U. So how you get MC/U? You will take cost, you will take harga jualan per unit tolak cost berubah per unit. This is the first formula you learn in TPM, okay? Second formula is gonna be titik pulang model itself. Okay, TPM got 2 formula. Either you find in unit or you find in RM. So if you want to find in unit, you just need to take cost tetap divided by margin caruman per unit. But what if you want to find it in RM? Now, finding in RM means you also use cost tetap divided by margin caruman per unit. But what you need to do, you need to multiply by harga jualan per unit. Because what you get is here, if you calculate unit, is how much you need to sell in order to get the balance point where there is no keuntungan, no kerugian. But if you multiply by harga jualan per unit, you want to know how much sales does it generate from that unit of TPM. So that's why it's still using unit formula, but we add on with the multiply harga jualan per unit. And now the last formula is called US, short form. Okay, full form is called untung sasaran. Now, when are you ever going to use untung sasaran? Whenever they say the word keuntungan is the keyword. Okay, so let me just write the formula out first. Untung sasaran formula is like this one. The outside is unit of untung sasaran equals to cost tetap plus untung sasaran in RM divided by margin caruman per unit. So how come the RM is inside but unit is outside? Because RM cost tetap also in RM wall. So of course things that are of the same component RM, they will be grouped together while the unit will be thrown outside. So how you answer this question is you need to see whether the question gave you unit untung sasaran or did they give you in RM. So they must give you either one. Only you can fill up into this formula. So the most important part is before you do untung sasaran, you need to find out first what is your margin caruman per unit. So To find margin caruman seunit, you need to take cost berubah seunit and the harga jualan seunit. So MC/U here for this question 36 is equals to 1.8 minus 1.2 is 0.6. Okay, 1.8 minus 1.2 is 0.6. This is our margin caruman seunit. Or if you want to find untung sasaran now, they are telling you how much can we generate in RM if we sold 16,000 unit biscuit. So you fill up, they give you US in unit, right? 16,000 unit equals to cost tetap is 5,000. 5,000 plus US in RM divided by margin caruman seunit of 60 cent. So what you do now, move this 60 cent over, multiply. What would you get? Now calculate 16,000 times 60 cent is 9,600 equals to 5,000 plus US bracket RM. Now we don't move the US anymore. Okay, this is not paper 2. You don't need to show so detailed. You just need to know now that I want to find US. I just need to move my 5,000 over to be minus. So how much is 9,600 to minus 5,000? Yeah, answer is going to be 4,600. Okay, so answer for 36 is D. Alright, so we are done already. So now we have the last 4 questions. Question 37. Jadual di bawah menunjukkan kedudukan jumlah kos pada 3 tingkat pengeluaran bagi suatu produk. Now this again is TPM question, okay? Now I want to find what they say. Berapakah kos berubah seunit? Now every time, right, if they want you to find this kind of thing, very simple one. You just see the difference of both item they give you. Jumlah pengeluaran, jumlah cost, you see the difference, yeah? How does 0 become 5,000 unit? It increased by 5,000. And how does 5,000 ringgit became 10,000 ringgit? Is because it increased by 5,000. So what are the changes? You just take 5,000 unit divided, 5,000 RM divided by 5,000 unit. Actually, it doesn't matter, same thing, okay? Divide, what is your answer? Answer is RM1. Okay, now how did I know so quickly? Is because first thing, the question provided for you 0 unit walk. You remember, right? Jumlah cost is by cost tetap plus cost berubah. Cost berubah is changing according to how many units you produce. If you produce 0, how can you have any cost berubah, right? So 5,000 is the cost tetap already. 5,000 is the cost tetap. So you see, every time it increased by 5,000 more. So here the 5,000 is cost berubah. Jumlah. I don't want jumlah. I want seunit. That's why I will go ahead and find out what is the difference on the unit. How much unit does it increase by? 5,000. So we will take 5,000 in RM divided by 5,000 in unit. So the answer is RM1. Now definitely they will come up with other possible answers, but I'm not sure how to find all those as well because I only know the correct answer. So it should be used this way if you want to find cost berubah seunit. Okay, so you can ignore the B, C, and D because they are the wrong answers. Okay, so last 3. Kilang Aifa Batik membayar gaji pengurus kilang sebanyak 5,600 sebulan. Dalam komponen manakah perbelanjaan ini dicatat? So I want you guys to highlight gaji pengurus kilang. Definitely can put to account pengeluaran, but can it be cost that is langsung? No, because pengurus doesn't be paid according to how much they involve one. As long as they are our pengurus, they get paid every single month. No matter they come in to work or not, I will still pay them. There is a fixed pay for them. That's why they are under cost overhead. Okay, belanja langsung no, because belanja langsung is example hak cipta, patent, okay, and what else? Royalty. 3 types. Hak cipta, patent, royalty. While cost buruh langsung cannot be pengurus because pengurus is very high pangkat one, okay? Pengurus is manager, they don't involve in the work of assembling your barang niaga. So they are just there looking at how the pekerja are doing. So they will monitor them. Okay, so this is what pengurus do. That's why it's not buruh langsung. Yeah, cos prima also cannot, because cos prima is for the three types of langsung added on together, which is cos your cos bahan langsung, cos buruh langsung, and belanja langsung. These are cos prima. So it's not even a component that you can choose. Okay, so A is wrong. D is also wrong. Okay, now final two more questions. Okay, so apakah rumus bagi cos prima? Just now I just said all the langsung add together, then you will get your answer already. So all langsung, yeah, langsung A, no langsung, A is wrong. Langsung A minus wrong. Okay, langsung can work. All is positive, so answer is C. That is how you identify. Okay, now in account pengeluaran, account cost pengeluaran, we have everything to add together, nothing to be minus, except if you say pulangan belian, or even you say kerja dalam proses akhir, then of course you need to minus, but then logically, all the components itself is supposed to be added together to form the jumlah kos pengeluaran. So answer is C. Okay, so now the last question already before end the class. Okay, so apakah kegunaan titik pulang modal? Now, titik pulang modal is to find out the balancing point where I can see how much is my keuntungan, how much is my kerugian, and I want to be able to know the balancing, the minimum point, how much I need to sell. But more than just that, I can also be able to see pada peringkat, every unit of sales, do I get TPM? Or is it that I already got keuntungan? So the answer for A, B, C, D, okay, for 40 is gonna be menunjukkan jumlah keuntungan dan kerugian pada setiap peringkat jualan. This is probably correct, but hold on. Okay, we gotta see the rest first. Okay, B, kos yang dibayar untuk penggunaan faktor pengeluaran tetap. No, wrong. Okay, wrong. It's not about cost. Titik pulang modal is not about cost. Okay. C. Perubahan hasil dan kos yang berlaku disebabkan perubahan volume jualan. No. They say kegunaan. Okay. What is the use of TPM? So D. Membantu pihak pelabur membuat perancangan dan kawalan. No. If they pelabur want to see, they don't look at your account cost pengeluaran one. They will look at where penyata kedudukan keuangan. So D is also wrong. Answer is A. We want to be able to monitor at every peringkat of jualan. Do we get kerugian or keuntungan? Okay, so that's it for Kedah Baling paper. So just like that, you score 40 over 40. So this question paper is really simple, but if you guys want to do more exercise, I will encourage you to score more on paper 1, because you guys, right, don't aim for just pass. Okay, pass is possible one. It's already happening. You know why? Because your folio itself, I heard from some of my students, okay, school teacher already give them 20 marks. So how much marks you need to pass there? I'll say you set the border higher a bit, even though SPM time accounts always is like very low one for their passing marks. So we set it to be 40%. Now your folio itself already got 20% more. How much do you need to score? Now for paper 1, paper 1 got 40 questions, but it will be divided into half. So each question is half mark. It should be considered into 20 marks in the end. So, of course, I'll say, considering that it's a little bit impossible to get all 40 over 40, of course it's possible, but a little bit impossible. Sometimes careless mistake, right? Like, kecuali didn't see until. So then, you couldn't get your 20%, but it's okay. At least you get 32 questions correct. You already scored 16 marks already. By the time you add into your folio here 16 marks, if you get 32 marks correct from paper 1, okay, 32 questions correct, you get 60 marks. You already scored 36 marks. How much marks you still need to pass? 4 more marks. Don't tell me your paper 2 cannot get 4 marks, okay? So passing is not a concern, okay? The concern is whether you want to get A plus or not. A plus is possible. You score well on your paper 1, at least you can wrong is 8 questions only. That is the maximum you can get wrong. So by the time you finish your paper 1, you can mark first, okay? See how much marks you get. And then the best is 35, 36, okay? Of course, 40 over 40 also good lah. But paper 2, right? That one you cannot control your marks one, because the marking scheme is different every time. They will judge based on pelarasan and all the adjustment. As long as in your paper 2 you have any adjustment made, then those will be the marks that they give you already. So the thing is, you guys focus on paper 1 and paper 2, but paper 2 is all practical so you need to practice first. Paper 1 is all about theory. You all read your Form 4 and your Form 5. So Form 5 the techniques to read is to see the first part of every chapter. That is the theory. Okay? So, teacher, why 40 not C ya? Because perubahan hasil dan kos yang berlaku disebabkan perubahan volume jualan is a wrong sentence. It's not hasil dan kos that actually your perubahan volume jualan is not the cost of your perubahan dalam hasil dan cost, because we do titik pulang model is to monitor how much I earn and how much I suffer. It's not that I want to see the perubahan of hasil dan cost, because inside, right, the main point of TPM itself is to take the intersection point. Okay, so jumlah cost equals jumlah hasil is the TPM, but the correct way of understanding TPM is why I prepare it, because I want to monitor, okay, the volume, okay, how it affects. At the same time, okay, I also want to see at each peringkat which am I getting keuntungan or kerugian. So more properly lah, okay, you think about how you usually draw your graph. Okay, when you draw a graph, after you draw the intersection, they ask you to shade, right? Those are the things that they focus on. You shade your keuntungan and your kerugian because you want to know at which area you start to earn. So A is the more proper answer more than C. Okay, so even though C seems like a potential answer, but A should be more correct than C. That's why answer is A lah. Okay. Alright, so that's all for today. I have done this Kedah Baling paper with you guys. So I hope all the best for you all for your paper 1. And this video will be in my YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch back, you guys can watch back anytime. And anything you guys want to ask me can access to me through my Instagram account lah. I will reply to you guys at my DM. So see you guys and all the best for your SPM paper. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye. A bit delay, so maybe you guys see me like hanging there. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. See you. Bye bye.